Hello, Speed Gaming. Here to you today for more Week 7 League action. The mode this week is Co-op Randomizer with starting boots. We have Bratwurst Buddies, represented by Mr. Ed 3 and Tedo, facing off against the Spec Bonkers, represented by Nielsen Alex 92 and Telmiran. I am Shinmaru on comms, and here today is Arya Stark 2942. How are you doing today, Arya?
I'm doing pretty well, and excited for whatever nonsense we're about to run into here. How are you?
I am doing great. There will assuredly be lots of nonsense today.
Yeah, I mean we've got two teams playing their second match of the week. The first one was as chaotic as you'd expect, with it being Randomizer, and also we've got Ed, we've got Tedo, we've got Nielsen, we got Telmira, and this has high potential to be super entertaining. And
I noticed from his file name that Ed has renounced his European citizenship from last game.
I don't know. It's all the busting. All the busting it's busted the Europeanness right out, I guess. I don't know. But yeah,
I mean, if I were the EU, I'd kick Ed out too.
I mean, that's fair. Ether and a bottle. That's pretty good. As we see, the players do get to start with boots. The seed gets to answer those boots with a bunch of ridiculous enemies everywhere.
Yeah, that's the part of this mode that everyone enjoys, is stopping and starting every couple seconds because some stupid enemies in your way.
Yeah, just a nice easy dash. Oh wait, no, it's an enemy that deals 3-4 hearts of damage, and you're on 3 hearts green mail.
Yeah, that bottle of affair, early bottle of affair, is actually really nice, especially when you have to go check stuff like South Shore, where there could be any number of awful things waiting for you. Oh, two! Wow, everyone! Oh my god, 3 fairies
and a mushroom. Yay!
Oh, good.
it's exciting. And Eastern's green pendant. Could have probably found that out by checking the map. Is that a rod?
I guess we'll see on Terminator's side. That is Burna?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd love to have it in Randomizer, but that's not worth beating Aga for.
Nope.
But it's going to give us an immediate turn-in of that mushroom.
Oh, Nielsen is going straight into Eastern. Oh, never mind. Well, actually, he's still going to make it in. He's at...
No, that's true. He's got more than enough fairies.
That's why he wasn't careful. He's just like, I dare you to kill me.
Well, Randomizer, it's always a challenge accepted.
That was a Moon Pearl. This goal was dropped down. I did not see. Well, I totally 100% missed what was on the mushroom turn-in.
It was just 3 bombs.
3 bombs. Excellent. Glad one of us is paying attention.
Well, there's only 4 players and 75,000 enemies to keep track of, so... But this match in particular has outsourced importance for Spec Bonkers. They need to win in order to keep their playoff hopes alive. I think they also need a little help too, but winning is paramount.
Yes.
Bratwurst Buddies did clinch a playoff spot by virtue of their win in the first matchup between these two teams. They do still have a chance at first place as well, as Tedo picks up a hammer in blind.
Nice.
And second fairy out for Nielsen here.
And that's like the ice rod. I think.
I think so. It's very faded, but yeah.
Oh, and just in case you need more fairies, bush crabs are giving them out. Yeah, and there's a cane we care a little bit more about in the well. Oh my goodness.
A mirror. Tedo does not have bombs, though. There's still one item down there in the well that he has not accessed. I'm trying to see if you can spring some free ones from the tavern. He did. So it did not seem like Nielsen got much of anything there in Eastern.
No.
Ed taking the dangerous trip down to South Shore here. He's made use of one ferry there. It's Lionel Central. And Spikes, and this guy.
A special appearance by this guy. Oh, this is an annoying one without. what a couple of dummies.
Oh, that guy ducked it. Got one bomb left.
There you go, one bomb. All he needs. Oh, and a sword, of course. Always a sword in Mini Moldorm Cave when he could have used it inside the cave itself.
Tedo did get a glove.
Yes.
I missed where that one was. Did you spot that?
I did not, but we do have Dark World access now.
It did look like Tedo picked up the powder there in the back of Escape, and I think as we've come to see this this week, powder has outsourced power here in Randomizer.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah. Anti-fairies love to appear in the most annoying spots possible in Randomizer, so having that powder is a blessing.
Yeah, it did look like Desert was another pendant. Crystal at Hera. Pod 2. I did not spy the 5/6s.
Tamir did an excellent job of communicating which chest Nielsen needed. He did not open anything other than a hammer. Oh my god, Ed, what did that chicken do to you?
There's 3 actual enemies and a chicken in there, and it's taking hacks at the chicken. So we do see an early massive health disparity between the players who started in CAC and not.
Yep.
Mitts in the uncle entry. So that's going to be a pretty free pickup for both teams here.
Yeah, and Ed and Nielsen are slowly catching up in terms of health. Too, at least. I mean, you definitely want to have. It's nice to have a few extra hearts early on in Randomizer, especially when you don't know how long you're gonna be stuck on that green meal. Oh, that's really nice, actually. Telmir and getting the mitts from the uncle chest.
Yeah, Tedo grabbed that right before.
Oh yeah,
the...
I was too busy making fun of Mike. Wow, I'm a great commentator.
Nielsen did have to go Dark World North
Oh,
Okay.
oh no. Oh no, I think Telmiran was trying to refresh his health a bit, and then oh yeah, I have a fairy.
Yeah, Tedo's still
back.
the only one who has that sword. I mean, Edda from
Yep.
Mini Moldorm Cave. So everybody else is still having to be a little more cautious with these dashes.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fun room in Skullwoods. We replace innocuous stuff with 2 Beamoses and an annoying yellow spike.
Yep. Oh, the horse rips poor Gary's heart from his chest.
That's, saves him, and that kind of carnage, really.
Yeah, it looks
I
like
think that's the only
we
word.
missed. It looks like we missed flippers. And Zelda cells, so Telmiran will also be getting those in just a moment. Thank you to our trackers today, Fishing Boo and Smirk JD.
Yeah, absolutely. Mode like this with 4 players, keeping an eye on all of this is exceptionally hard. So major shout out to both of them.
Yeah, it's even harder when you're not paying attention.
You can be paying attention. The problem is that there's 3 other people doing stuff. Ooh, that bird.
I think Tedo still has his. Yeah, okay. Yep. Well, this is a great place over here.
Have we seen the fairies come out on all 4 players thus far?
I think so.
It's definitely at least 3, and Nielsen used both.
All of them have used the fairy so far. I don't know that Telmiran wanted to use his fairy this early.
No.
But use one. Oh, that's disgusting. That's a shovel on the catfish.
It's Gamma likely feeling vindicated here in chat. I do like this from both Tedo and Telmiran, though, knocking out these really obnoxious checks right away. It did get the big key of Hera in an accessible location, so it's not fire locked. Although he's still up here out of logic, so it's a dishonest check at heart.
It is a very dishonest horse.
It's a fun bomb jump. Oh, you did it though. I guess the iframes probably render moot that high Nox. Tedo is going to pick up his sword.
Alright, let's see what we've got here. Oh, cool.
No.
This is wonderful.
Yeah. It's manageable with Ed strats here, but again, we see it does not take much to have them kill him. Oh, that's going to ferry them. And green mail, those little eyes do a ton of damage.
Yep.
Look like 4 hearts, maybe?
Something like that. They're very powerful for floating eyeballs.
Positive that can happen in this fight is that the Vitreous's big eye can get stuck in place. So the last phase can sometimes be free.
By the way, that is looks like Nelson Tedo just pulled the bow from the chest game. I think Ed would like to have that right now.
Quite possibly.
Oh, this is a great room right here in Thieves Town. Look at all those rollers.
You know, especially on slow ROM.
All right, looks like Ed is taking advantage of Vitreous being stuck in place.
Oh, there's
Just
still one
eyeball
tiny.
remaining.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's a very
And,
clever strat.
Yep, and no goo to sap away his. All right.
Oh, he's moving though. See exactly how much damage Ed did to that first.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah, clutched out that fight. Oh, now we can find out who the boss is here in Hera. Yes, you know, just pop into the boss room. Oh, look, it's Trinex fun. Alright, well, Thieves Town's crystal is not going to be acquired for a bit.
We do have the ice rod, although I'm not sure either the Spec or Bonkers has done the dam yet. But we do know where that ice rod is. It's pretty free. Yeah, no Spec Rock Bomb for Telmurian, but he does fall anyway.
Nielsen dealing with the tremendously fun rooms in the back of Thieves Town. Down to 1 heart.
Yeah,
making use of the knowledge of the Paradox Cave.
Yep.
Yep.
Nielsen's got. Oh no! Oh, that snake was very fast. Oh, and he's got fairy. He's got the fairy from Sync. Oh, that's the hook shot over in Paradox for Ed.
Unfortunately, Ed doesn't have the mitts that Teto picked up.
Yeah.
So he's not going to be able to do the Dark Death Mountain checks here.
Alright, Ed picking up his mitts. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like there's much of anything. Yeah, and back at these down. Nielsen's gone for a few of these out of the way checks that Bratwurst buddies have not done yet, and unfortunately not really paying out thus far.
Yeah, I'm interested to see really where
oh, and it looks like Trinex is killable now because that's the magic bat on the fire rod on the magic bat. I should say. Sometimes I wish the magic bat were on the fire rod.
Well, the bat has Ed's respect today, and that's all that matters. So,
yeah, sure, Ed's very happy to hear that.
Talmir now dealing with that very fun Vitreous fight here.
Yeah. I'm honestly not 100% sure this is worth it this early, but this is a lot of time you're pouring into one boss fight.
Yeah,
So I guess you don't know. Yeah, I guess you don't know when you're getting hook shot, but I don't know.
It's also hard to tell what is actually available in terms of items since they didn't have a fire source when they came up here. We know the only thing that Telmir's going to gain out of this would be a crystal, which would still be great to have early in the seed, again, because this fight is still obnoxious even late game, but
yep.
It's almost certainly not going to be as obnoxious as this, though.
That's correct. Oh, looks yeah, and Tedo and Nilsson both have a flute.
So that was the logical mountain access then.
Yep.
Most likely. I mean, I guess there could also still be a lamp in a couple of the places that have not been checked yet.
Mm-hmm.
Namely, Eastern Pod.
Yep. Very nice fight from Telmiran.
Yeah, good job by both Telmiran and Ed for clutching that one out.
Alright, Nielsen gonna hit up some of these Spear 1 checks. He'll find that ice rod very shortly.
Yeah, this is going to be a swamp play from Ed then.
Yeah.
Unless there's a Trinex in here, Ed can beat any of the bosses.
Yeah, well, I guess it's a little tougher without that flute. I'm wondering if he might have thought about trying to get that fire rod first, but it does. Without the flute, it does take quite a while to get back to CAC. So, just prizing new information over the risk that Trinex might just be in here. And Nielsen finding that sword with the Spec Rock Bonkers as well.
Yep, Telmiran about to pick up the hook shot here. Does feel like the Bratwurst buddies have a bit of advantage in terms of item knowledge and pickup thus far.
Mm-hmm.
Again, most of the stuff that they've gotten is not hard to get to. It's just, how are you going to prioritize ordering things at this point?
Yep, and they've skipped some of the kind of like. They've done some slow checks themselves, but they've also skipped a few things that the other team has done. Saved a little bit of time there as well.
Tedo is coming up here to the mountain with the mitts. So he'll be able to give a lot of new information here from Dark Death Mountain.
Yep, makes sense. Come get your hook shot. Clean up these other checks. See if Ed needs to get back here in a hurry.
I did not find anything of immediate value in Hera. So I guess it probably would not be a surprise if Tedo held off on that unless they, are really spooked by Hera basement or the big chest.
Mm-hmm.
Ed went straight to the back here in Swamp. I've not seen anything major on his side.
Yeah, Ether does get Teto in the TR, and as long as their Trinox isn't in TR, Teto could beat the dungeon. Well,
Oh,
I guess, yeah, he could beat the dungeon if he wanted to. Yeah, looks like, yeah, wow, the seed's going by pretty fast. Yeah, as Chad's pointing out, we are bombless for no move.
This hook shot. This hook shot gave. Oh my god. That lamp location. Just negotiate your way between the Lionel and the chest to get your lamp. It's easy.
That's a well-protected lamp.
A little bit interesting here. Telmiran is going back to Hera.
Yeah, looks like, yeah, he is going to check the basement. This is a cool place to be in, knowing that you got one safety on Lumberjack Ledge, right?
Yeah. And yeah, you got no. I don't think that they have anything that can even damage Lionels, right?
Yeah. Hammer could, I think. I think Hammer damages them, pretty sure.
Teto's gonna give Ether a shot. Alright, well, let's give it a try. Yeah. Just use the same technique that Telmiran did.
Well, I was so into that Lionel stuff that yeah, I also completely missed what Telmiran got in Hera Basement.
Yeah, same. There's so many ridiculous things. Fire rods. Ed, just check Ed's screen. The bat hype is real.
Yep.
Ed is absolutely amped for this check right now. That's a clutch fire rod. Yeah, about a little over 27 minutes. Every player's going to have a sword here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait,
okay,
we're get the other one.
Looks like that was what was in Hera Basement, another sword.
Ew. Okay, well, great for
That's
Telmiran.
actually that might be pretty nice for them, depending on what the swords are, because I don't think Bratwurst buddies are going to get that sword.
No, that can't be high priority at all. There is so much that's open right now. And yeah, they can presently beat any boss.
Yep. I think the Spec Bonkers are still missing that that fire rod. I don't think either of them has checked the magic bat yet.
No, yeah, I believe you're right. I think Nielsen just
Bratwurst buddy, yeah. Bratwurst buddies, yeah, they have all the knowledge. They can beat any boss as soon as they get all those items.
So are they? Yeah, it's what, bombos for
Yep.
go
Yes.
mode out of
Bomb. Yep.
logic. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, I guess in logic, I forgot the flippers.
Oh, boy, yeah, Tedo.
Yeah, it's a fun little game to play in Randomizer too. Which of these things has the key? Yeah, so Bratwurst Buddies is bombos and a sword. And Spec Bonkers needs to find that fire rod on Bat and bombos.
Taking down Trinex and Thieves.
Yeah, very well done there by Ed. That arena is remarkably tight. So Ed made sure to give Trinex a little extra room there in the final phase for a whopping 1 rupee.
Fantastic reward. Wow, this is a fun, fun Mimic Cave on Tedo's side.
Now, Telmiran's trying to set up Diver down, having to deal with yellow spikes, actual spikes, Wallmaster. Oh dear gosh. This is not a check we saw on Ed's side, so this is new stuff for Spec Bonkers.
Yeah, unlike Tedo, Nielsen won't be able to go into won't be able to go very far into Turtle Rock. So no bombos as of yet for Tedo. Alright, Red Rupee on Blessed Swamp and 10 arrows. So. Oh, and there it is. There's not quite go mode, item go mode for Bratwurst Buddies, but still on Fighter Sword. So,
and Tedo did give us a glimpse there. It is blind here in Turtle Rock, which is a pretty obnoxious fight in this arena, to be honest.
Yeah, a little bit of an unfortunate location for Spec Bonkers because Nielsen does not have that fire rod yet. Alright, I guess I'm gonna get some. Oh, I was trying to get some iframes going. Get past that. Those terrible Lionels over there.
Yeah, good call by Tedo using these Samaria strats here on blind.
And there's the lamp for Nielsen. Yeah, Nielsen's going over to here. Let's see. Going over to Hera. Does he? Yes, it looks like he's probably going to get that sword. I don't know if he sticks around to beat did he just yet?
Yeah, at this point it probably would not make terribly much sense, I don't think, to do that fight. Just save it for right before GT. Considering there was nothing else of value within the dungeon.
Oh. Looks like he says, yes, I will do this, actually.
Picking up that ice rod, he's going to knock out Swamp while you're here. Makes total sense with not wanting to have to do all of these obnoxious mirror transitions and damn draining again.
There you go. What you were talking about earlier, Vinny staying in a very nice spot for Nielsen.
Just sit there. He just sits there and you wail on him. Very nice fight by Nielsen.
Making fools out of us. Who needs another sword for that fight? Yeah, Nielsen going back in for that sword. I really do agree with this play because this is potentially a really big advantage. This is a very crappy sword location, and you never know when the other swords will be similarly bad. Alright, picking up his hook shot. And for his sake, for his team's sake, they definitely need him to check the magic bat on his way up. And I think going out this way, he might be thinking of picking up the Smith chain, which would definitely take him where he needs to go.
Yeah, this is pretty good for Spec Rock Bonkers right here.
Although Bomba still remains a pretty bad spot for them.
Yeah, very much so.
So I feel like Ice Palace would be the natural next play after this, rather than going up for Turtle Rock. It's a crystal, you got your Samaria, it's pretty quick. 3 checks.
Yeah, I did not see what the Skullwoods boss was. Ed got up here, mirrored, went back, activated his flute, and got a potion, so... Oh, cold stare at Skull. Yep, that makes sense why you would need extra magic after dealing with this room.
Yep.
Because that does not have that Bombos that Teto picked up in Turtle Rock.
Yep. Alright, so here comes the Fire Rod for Telmir.
Teto's going to put that Bombos to use and give us our first look here at Meyer.
Just a potion refill. Luckily, this is actually... Honestly, having Cold Slayer here is a little less terrible. Even though there's like 3 very quick puffs. They're all very susceptible. Ooh boy, this is a little scary though. They're all very susceptible to the spikes. So even with a fighter sword, if you can manage to shove them into the spikes, it does a lot of. It does seem like Gold Sword damage to them, like they would any other enemy except Moth. Yeah.
Good job there by Ed using his safeties.
Yep.
It doesn't presently have anything left in his bottles, though. It has 1 rupee, so that's a little bit problematic.
Oh, this is a great room too. Oh, cool.
It's a book that they can't even actually use. We did get to see Ed's famous fake flipper setup when he has flippers.
Yep.
A tradition unlike any other.
Yeah, the world-renowned fake real flippers. And we'll see how thorough or not Ed decides to be, knowing that his team just needs a sword.
Yeah, Teto's already found, what, 1 of the 2 items in Mire. I can't imagine he's going back in for the other if it's not on the boss here. But they have the entirety of GT.
Yeah, it has a lot of crystals done already. I really think he's probably gunning for GT if at all possible.
Did we even see Saha on either team's side?
Yes. I believe both Ed and Nielsen went there very early.
Oh, okay.
That's where I believe there were 2 fairies in bottles.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because then Nielsen dipped to Eastern. Right. I was kind of hoping we'd dodge the entire area for the entire scene. We are getting the big bomb. Check your pyramid fairy from Nielsen Alex. Half Magic and Cape are very nice to have.
Alright, Telmiran collecting his one review. It remains to be seen whether he decides to go to the back. Nielsen tried to do the back of Thieves Town earlier, but unfortunately died. Alright, Nielsen picking up his Fire Rod. You know, yeah, Telmiran says no to the back of thieves. It is Skullwood's time.
That's some badly needed money there on Helmasaur for Ed.
Yeah, unfortunately, they can't buy a sword with that money.
No, you can't. Yeah, I don't remember Waterfall Fairy. Oh, even more money.
A nice bee in a bottle.
Yeah, I think that's a really actually worthwhile quick check there. It seemed I would infer that meant that Tedo had not checked that either, but.
Mm-hmm.
Ed's now in a position to put some stuff in his bottle to make his life a little bit easier. So now we've seen a lot of the very good safeties in positions that seems really unlikely that the Bratwurst buddies are gonna ever get.
The one thing that could potentially be an equalizer for Spec Rock Bonkers. I mean, I never wish an Ice Trinex on anyone, but they would certainly be in a much better position, potentially, for that fight than the Bratwurst buddies. Especially if they're still looking for a sword.
Nice Trinex fight from Nielsen Alex. Telmiran's dealing with Cold Stare and Skull Woods.
And doing very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, using those Fire Rod and Spikes to beautiful effect, taking down Cold Stare.
So again, the Bratwurst buddies do have the edge in terms of number one, that Bombos knowledge and ability to clear Meyer. Ed's heading here to TR, where he'll pick that up, beat TR, and head to Meyer. Spec Rock Bonkers obviously has that big advantage of knowing where the second sword that we've seen is. Plus, Nielsen obviously does have those additional safeties. I don't know whether Telmiran will take the time to go get those as well.
Honestly, I feel like, especially with the swords being as stingy as they are, it might be worth it for both of them. If only one of those safeties were in Pyramid Trade, I think I'd skip it. But I think both of them being there is actually really, really good value, especially when you know where Burna is and you're never getting it.
Yeah, that's an excellent point.
So I actually really do like this play from Telmiran.
Yeah, good job here by Nielsen Alex. Number one, he's got that half magic that none of the other players who cleared Skull does, but doing a very good job of managing that prior to this Cold Stare fight. Again, the arena can do a lot of damage for you, but it doesn't take that much for the puffs to be a pain.
Yeah, and I think a really good play for Spec Rock Bonkers after this, would be to kind of split up those kind of Fire Rod dungeons, like one of them doing ice and the other doing a TR, just to try to get that like kind of max spread of knowledge.
Yeah, that would definitely seem to be the most efficient way. And checking the guy under the bridge is another one I don't remember seeing, but we might have seen it already.
Just another heart.
You'll take it. There's been a really healthy seed.
Yeah.
Ed lagging behind at 8 hearts.
I say Nielsen is going for are both teammates going into ice at the same time? Interesting. Like maybe they're hoping this is oh okay. Looks like Tommy is going to check these water checks first. So if he follows in, or if he decides to head up to TR.
Yeah, I think it really would feel surprising for them to both go into ice here, now that Turtle Rock is clearable for them. You know, knocking out these kind of quick checks now I think does make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case that Bombos you need is down here, and then you don't have to worry about Turtle Rock.
Yep, or another sword.
Yeah. Zora, not very good.
Yeah.
So yeah, Telmir's heading up the mountain. We think, or he's menuing to flute, so maybe not.
Yeah, we shall see.
You see that Ed did not pick up that Lionel guarded lamp before going into TR here.
Yeah, and again, without half magic, perhaps money being scarce, don't know if silvers will show up. That could come into play if our runners have to do a Master Sword Silverless fight. All it takes is one missed torch glitch to mess things up.
Yeah, and I've had that room in the Dark Torches be an absolute chore too. If you try to do that without lamp, with a bad alignment. That one seemed pretty friendly. But yeah, both Spec Rock Bonkers in ice.
Yeah, Nelson taking care of these checks. Well, we'll be able to tell me the bad news. There is no Bombos here.
Yeah, I'm definitely surprised that they're not checking just at least some other dungeon. You know, TR in particular, it's a crystal too.
Yeah, it's tough. They might just be. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if at least one of them hits the pod. Yeah, like we noted earlier, that Bombos is not in a great spot for them. Both of them having been on Darkness Mountain already. Like you want to avoid that extra mountain climb if at all possible.
It is fluting away. I am kind of surprised about this. I mean, I don't remember what the dark rooms in Meyer looked like on Teto's side, but it kind of feels like maybe you don't want to go into Hookshot Cave before TR because you can get, you know, wrecked a little bit too much. But I kind of would have figured that he would grab that lamp before going to Meyer.
And we were talking about how you'd want to come back to Hera a little bit later in the game when you're better equipped offensively. Well, defensively, I mean, Teto's in a lot better position. Offensively, not much.
I know. Nintendo's getting right in the fray here. And I don't know what he has in reserve, but those eyes are still doing 2 hearts of damage even on red mail. And trying to prove that horses can fly in mire.
Alright, so it looks like Nielsen is going to Turok. Talmiran is going to potion up. We'll see what he does next. Yeah, wow, he's getting in the hook shot. Wow, yeah, they are both committing.
No.
We know this is what they need to do.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow, honestly, I feel like it's a pretty gutsy call for them to both team up and put all their eggs in this basket, but it's going to work out.
Yeah, Tedo took a rough death on the final phase of Vitreous, unfortunately. He's also down a lot of resources as a result of that.
Yep.
So it doesn't look like he's going to take the more measured approach to the second attempt.
Yep. This is not a great arena for Vitreous. Even with some of this cheesing you can do, it's still very tough. And yeah, it is very, very slow to do it this way. So this is,
yeah,
Tedo's the furthest ahead, but
yeah, he's gonna have to climb it at Scale Hera for a third time now, unfortunately.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Bratwurst buddies, the safeties are just like Bombos is in a bad place for Spec Bonkers. All the safeties and offensive weaponry are terrible places for Bratwurst buddies. They're the places they are never checking.
Yeah, because Ed now the first to put 7 crystals on the board, so Bratwurst buddies will be the first team into Ganon's Tower. Spec Rock Bonkers again. They're both going to get to Laser Bridge, find their Go Mode Bombos, and then have to do Mire as well before going back to GT. But
yeah, so they're still a little behind.
I guess you could say the one positive, perhaps, for the Bratwurst buddies in terms of this sword hunt is if they strike out in the basement. Would you conceive of having one of the players mirror out and check Hera basement?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean it's a tough call.
Honestly,
sure.
I don't think I would.
It's a slow singular check. So it would be totally reasonable to not to do so, of course. Yeah, there's no blue notes in chat. Pod hasn't been touched by either team. So you also have the 4 chests on the climb.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Nielsen's the only one who's been in Eastern too. Ed did not go into Eastern when he was over.
Ted was down to 2 parts again.
Right. Getting close to the end. He's got the he doesn't have any arrows left. Oof.
No.
So this final phase is going to be scary too.
That was the problem with the final phase last time. He had 4 arrows left.
Alright, getting a little sneaky hammer hit. Yeah, this is still a really bad arena. This final phase is there's like so little room to maneuver. There we go. Gets it through. It is in GT.
Yeah, some much needed arrows for both players. So 5 checks on Ed's side. He's heading right. Fun anti-fairy. Oh. Well, number 7 is the winning number, but they need a sword, so...
Yep.
Your Uncle Finch did guess 7 for the big key, and he also guessed 10 for the sword. Is he going to be right on both accounts? Although Teto might skew the counting here.
And there's go mode for the Spec Rock Bonkers. Yeah, Nielsen doing one more check just to see if there's another sword here. That's a pretty wonderful room. All that lag.
Teto found the fillet, which is not necessarily the worst thing in the world.
Yeah. Actually, pretty nice for him and Ed right now. That powder. That's really the kind of the one safety those two have at this point.
The basement has not been chock full of swords here.
Yep.
They are converging on the same general area. The rear GT big chest check in non-entrance.
You know, you're feeling good when you check that chest in an open seed.
Question, chef, you run a dice, try next to you, just climb? Yes. You sure do.
This
ice,
is
Arcus.
this is pretty miserable too.
Yeah.
Fighter sword, ew.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, this is really the kind of thing the Spec Rock Walkers need. These kind of slow fights that are going to eat up time for the Bratwurst buddies.
Yeah, I mean the big key's free. Meyer boss being land moves is not difficult.
Yeah, I don't remember where the big key was in Meyer. Whether it was early or not.
I think it was early.
Yeah.
Yeah, Smirk noting that it was Godmeyer.
Godmeyer, okay.
Alright. Behind Ice Argus is a bunch of junk.
Yep. They're both climbing now.
Yeah.
So Bratwurst buddies really, really hoping for a sword. Oh, I was wondering if oh, yeah, okay, looks like Teto needs to steal a key or get a key. I was legitimately wondering for a second if Teto was actually going to check her basement. But no. Yeah, just need the steal key. Alright, yep, and there it is. Hoverer's Godmeyer. Spec Rock Bonkers still behind, but I think they're a lot less behind if there's no. If you're cheering for the Spec Rock Bonkers, you don't want a sword on the climb. If you're rooting for Bratwurst buddies, you want a sword on the climb. I think that's going to be the deciding factor. That's pretty clear to be the deciding factor in this race.
Yeah, pretty much at this point. When it comes down to it, too, the Spec Rock Bonkers, with their advantage in safeties, also have a pretty clear advantage in a Ganon fight, too.
Mm-hmm.
But the time advantage that Ed and Tedo have would definitely give them the opportunity to defeat Ganon first. But again, Ed might be in a more precarious position without that lamp. I don't remember what he has in his bottles at this point.
These are always everyone's favorite rooms in Randomizer, right? The ice physics rooms.
Yeah, especially when you're doing this on Fire Sword. You get to chase down these things. And...
Well, this is, well, say relatively free, but that moth was just like, I'm just gonna hover near the roof, thank you.
I'll still make use of this arena. It doesn't have spikes, but has a shooter.
Alright, so that is crystal number 7 for Spec Rock Bonkers. They're going to GT. They will find a very quick big key. I think in their position, you just climb. Like you don't waste time like for a sword. Your sword, your sword is very terrible. That your opponents almost certainly don't have it. Oh, this is a great room too.
It's just, you know,
this is the type of room you want to find when you don't have a cape or burner, right?
That's just pure randomizer there. Like, none of those enemies in isolation are really a problem. When you just combine them, and they're just obnoxious. It's a fun fire snake too.
Oh boy, Ed! Oh
Ed,
no!
Does Ed have? He does have a blue.
Yep. This is an annoying. That's a little.
Yeah.
Irritating.
Oh dear goodness.
Good lord. That's
Oh my gosh.
Another spot where Spec Rock Bonkers gonna have an advantage with that cape.
Oh, Ed.
Oh, it's a nice quake. Very useful at this point in the game. All right, these two next checks. Oh, this last check is going to be huge.
Yeah, this is pretty pronounced edge for Spec Rock Bonkers if this strikes out. Oh, Tedo needed the key.
Yep. Oh, what a great enemy! Everyone loves this.
It doesn't have a boomerang.
Uh-oh.
He's got to go.
I'm pretty sure that resets.
Gosh.
Oh boy.
Oh my goodness.
This is cool.
Yeah, fortunately, he can save some magic with this, with the lamp, which he'll clearly need. This is another cold stare.
This is where I'd be like, I absolutely hate my life right now. With that key in that corner.
Oh
no! There,
this,
yep.
Yeah.
Ooh,
this is a big swing, I think. Yeah, we after win a wall master there too.
Oh my gosh!
Oh no! I mean, kudos for Ed for definitely dodging that one, because taking a fall though. So after this, I mean, clearly pod has to be a major priority.
I mean, you're right there. Or maybe one of the team checks Pyramid Fairy. I don't know.
Yeah, we did see Myers Shed. Did we see Checkerboard?
I think so. I feel like we did.
So there's like, yeah, there's that desert, just a bunch of
That
stray
that
things
feels
kind of
that feels
stink.
like a check you'd make when you're looking for a sword.
I mean, they need the sword to show up immediately.
Yes.
Because Spec Rock Bunkers are on the climb. They have all the makings to deal with a Master Sword Silverless Cannon fight with as little problems as comes with that fight.
Yeah, imagine Master Sword Silverless being the least problematic thing you have to deal with in a seed.
Well, Nielsen Alex is has whipped out that medallion on Moth. It's an intimidation tactic mostly.
Yep.
So Ed is opening pod here. Tedo fighting Agatu. The Spec Rock Bunkers are on the climb. Fun silvers. Well, guess any prospective fight would be Master Sword Silvers for Ed at least, but
I mean,
yeah, that's just not what you're looking for here.
yeah, depending on how long it takes to find a sword with them, I mean, that could actually make a difference. For Master Sword fight, Silvers does cut down that final phase drastically. Like, we're talking in the arena of like minutes.
And Ed surely just looking for enough small keys so he can get to the back here. Tedo following right behind here.
Yeah, I think they know this is kind of like probably their best shot. It's like right in the area. All right, what kind of horror show do we got here?
No. Oh well.
Oh, hey, well, that's cool. Oh well, not too bad. At least the pattern at least is not the worst.
Yeah, although again, Ed doesn't have. I mean, you never know what's in the dark maze, but Ed doesn't have that lamp, so.
Yeah. I mean, you can't fear what you can't see, right?
Sure, that's a. You might be able to die to it, but.
Yeah, and honestly, I think if you're the Spec Rock Walkers, you're happy. There's no sword on the climb. It's like the rare occasion where you're actually happy. There's nothing waiting for you up here.
That's the second item I think Ed's found.
Yeah.
Did get the big key, did get the map. Did get the compass.
Hey, why don't you check the boss head?
Oh dear gosh. There it is. Oh my gosh, in the maze. That is go mode for Ed and yeah, Tedo was dipping Eastern. Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, Tedo's got to get the keys to get to the back.
And is Tedo skipping those silvers? I think that silvers were in.
Oh yeah, they're shooter room. Yeah, they're free. I would. Oh, did Teto already got the bow?
Oh, did it? Oh, okay. Did he? Oh, no, he has it. He has it. You can see it on the
Okay.
HUD.
Yep.
Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, you can see it on the HUD. Oh,
Well,
this is. Oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, we got Nielsen Alex on Ganon right now. Master Sword Silverless. Telmiran is about to get to Ganon. Also, Master Sword Silverless. Ed is on his way to Ganon with the silvers. Teto.
This is a good spot. You want this. This is the spot you want Ganon to be in. They're here or near that wall. It's a little far from the wall.
Yeah, but again, fortunately, half magic and stuff in their bottles. They can be a little bit more liberal with the use of the cape if they need to. And Nielsen Alex is into phase 3. Teto has acquired his sword. He is on his way to the pyramid. Wow, this finish is wild.
Nelson just needs to get this. Oh no.
Ed is into phase 3 as well. So he actually snuck ahead of Telmiran here.
Yep. And yeah, just a reminder, this is the average time between the two teams is what we're going for. So whoever's got the fastest kind of total combined time, you're gonna win. So every second matters. Every misspin, every silver shot.
Ed needs one more silver. Yeah, oh boy. Those silver arrows swung things heavily.
Yep. All right, so get your GG tap for Mr. Ed 3 finishing first place in the race. I'm not even looking. I'm not even looking at this race time room to get an official time. I need to see how this ends unspoiled.
Oh, Teto took a death.
Oh no! There's Nielsen Alex coming in second. That could be.
Oh my gosh!
Even with the silvers, that's probably enough to swing it for Spec Rock Bonkers. As long as Telmiran sees this through. And there's Nielsen coming in.
Yeah, according to their timers, about a 27-second differential. But yeah, we'll check the race room after this is done because this is just way too close and dramatic a race.
Yep.
Good spot for Teto here if he can get some doubles in. Does still have something in one of his bottles. Yeah, uses it there.
Yeah. Very nice, patient spins from Telmiran, not taking any chances.
Teto's gotten it to phase 3. That's 2 of the 4 spins necessary. I haven't.
Oh, there we go. Telmiran.
Oh, this is so tight. That's number 4 for Teto.
Oh, a spin. Oh no.
Yeah, that's. I think that's something all of us have done in Silverless Scan, Master Sword, or Master Sword Silver Scan. Nintendo has done as well. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculously tight.
And that is Tedo crossing the finish line. I honestly
This,
don't.
yeah, this looks like a 25-second differential between Ed and Alex, and a 32 between Talmiran and Tedo, which I believe would give the victory to the Spec Rock Bonkers.
And we're joined in chat right now by Nielsen Alex 92 and Telmiran. GG's. Holy crap, you two.
GG's. Let me just say, when I crossed the finish line and I saw that Ed was done, and then Telmiran was like, I'm done, and then we were just waiting for Tito to cross, I wanted to like throw up or something.
And we're also joined in chat by the Bratwurst buddies, Mr. Ed3 and Tedo. GG's, fellas.
Hey,
Jeez.
No, I thought you said you were gonna throw up. You didn't. That's a shame.
I did throw up. The last 20 minutes, such a horrible experience today.
You can just blame me since I rolled the seed today.
No, I blame AFG. You know, I see him in chat there. It is all entirely his fault. That's yeah. You heard me. You heard me. You heard me. There we go. End of rant.
Yeah, and yeah, looks like you talk about the race stream. Yeah, the big linchpin of the race, the thing that saved the Spec Rock Bonkers was second sword in Hera basement that they got.
Yeah. I did tell Talmir when he found that sword that this might be the game changer of the seed. Because I know that Ed doesn't like Hera basement, and I don't know about Tito, but yeah, I kind of felt like that could be huge.
Yeah, especially I'm making the assumption that basically when you guys even went to GT, it was there's the big key, away we go. So yeah, I mean, first off, GG's to you guys. Basically, you know, for me, I was the first to the mountain, even though I knew where the mitts were. I just try to, you know, just basically on my path, it was like, well, you know what, I have mountain access. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this, and I didn't have obviously a fire source or anything, so I knew that there's an item in the basement, and you know, I was happy to say I don't have a fire source. I'm never checking that. So, but like outside of that, I felt that between what myself and Teto were doing as far as a route, we basically found like literally everything. But at the same time, it was all right. Well, when we're clearing out dungeons, how far do we want to go as far as to try to find a sword? And it's at that point, it's well, you know, GT's got to have something. And then
You'd think.
Yeah,
You'd think.
yeah, and then I mean, to be honest, I mean, it's one of those things where, like, I mean, I'm not using this as an excuse either, because there's a plenty of stuff that I did absolutely terrible. But Argus on Fighter Sword on ice was not fun for either of us, myself or Teto. And by the time that I got all the puffs down, Teto was, you know, already opening up the chest for nothing. So it's like, oh, okay, well, now we gotta just go make a climb and see what happens. And then, yeah, I mean, we can, you know, like all of us can nitpick to say, you know, oh, we could have saved a little bit of time here, there, and everywhere. When it comes down to it, the timer says Spec Rock Bonkers won, so GG's to them. Well deserved. I mean, you know, there's really nothing more we could say about it. I mean, it was a fun race. Just unfortunate for the swords for us, but
Yeah.
I feel even with this, I mean, I kind of feel good going into playoffs as far as where we stand as far as how we played. So no complaints on my end.
Yeah, you both played very well. I thought, yeah, your routing, the way you split up your checks. I mean, you found your go mode your go mode minus the sword like very quickly. Like you played very well, just a little unlucky with the sword placements.
Yeah, like I just want to say, like I'm very happy that we got to play Tito and Ed for last week. We know they are a very strong team, and we knew we had the odds against us going into this week, knowing that we need some help along the way if we even have a possibility to reach playoffs, which we did get today in the early race in our group and also the win here. So now we just need to wait out the result on Friday. So it's just playing the waiting game. So GG's both Tito and Ed. And if we don't make playoffs, I'm just happy with our performance. I'm happy with Telmir and Fox being my teammates. We have improved a lot from last season. We only won 4 races and was fighting relegation for the last week. So I don't have much more than that to say. So thanks, guys, for this week.
Yeah, I mean, if this is your last race of the season, it's a hell of a race to go out on.
Listen, when it's all said and done, we still put this on for the, for entertainment value. So that's all that matters. By the way, I see people are curious about, Spike or Tile Room. I'm pretty certain Tile Room. Tedo and I even talked about it. I'm pretty certain Tile Room is only going to be a small key. But I'm going to check it just to verify.
Yeah, I feel like with the dearth of small keys, you guys checked everything, and Tedo still needed you both still needed to get a small key on the time. So I'm pretty sure it has to have a small key in Tower.
Yeah, it was about like the history one up there. I'm still going back safety first at this point, but yeah, it turns out there must be one small key left, I guess. But that's just only in album.
But did you guys do all of pod?
No, I basically I got so silvers were in shooter room, which kind of helped the difference between me making up time on Nilsan. But the sword that I got was in dark maze, the bottom chest. So yeah, that took forever. And by the way, it is verified. It is a small key, so we did it.
Yep, and Ed, I also see Ed, the only one without that lamp that was very jealously guarded by that Lionel.
Oh my god, that Lionel was like killing me. Like I was like trying to like damage boost by bombs. I tried to make it move. It just didn't want to move, and then I tried one more time, and thankfully it just gave up.
All right, so I was informed that getting the lamp was going to be too big of a hassle. So now I got to see this for myself.
It's pretty fun. You should.
It is possible, but it's not really great. You can do this in 15 seconds and be like, yeah, worth it, but you can waste a minute or so and be like, yeah.
All right, so far no problem. First chest acquired. Second chest acquired. I fell down. Third chest acquired. Nice shield. You know, just do. I'm just gonna hover this entire thing right now. Oh man, I really hope that I hope that this stays on long enough. Damn it! I blew it. I almost got there too, actually. Oh, okay. All right. You know what? I can definitely see the headache that is this.
With a cape, it would be easy.
Yeah, yeah. And well, that was the other thing. You said, "Oh, you're not gonna get the cape," and I said, "All right. Well, where is it?" You're like, "No, I'm not gonna tell you." Okay.
I mean, the cape and half magic was pretty sweet in Pyramid Fairy, so I'm pretty happy we got that.
Oh, I got no cape. I remember. Sorry, Ed.
You lied.
I could have beaten this mini fight so easily with a cape and not be like a completely idiot at this point.
Yeah, that Lionel is a real pain in the butt, I do have to say. You have to like do it like super quick.
I don't know, he just went down somehow and I just squeezed myself between it and the chest and I could open it easily. But I guess this is luck, and so I was like, don't try this.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
That's how everybody actually wound up getting it. It was just the window just enough to squeeze it and get it and fall.
Yeah, I was stressing for that fire sword so I could get my swords. I was like stressing, like almost freaking out with Telmira, and like, how the hell did you get that one? I was like, come on. Like just trying to wiggle it down and then just like squeeze in and just grab it, and it was like, thank God.
Well, you know what I
But,
could do? I could show him what's up with the silver arrow now. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's all you gotta do. Just go to pod, then you can get the lamp. You know, so you can just fire silver arrows and everything is good. And then still, when it's all done, all said and done, fail the hover. That's a beautiful thing. We're gonna listen. I'm saying all this knowing that it's still a 10-minute delay and everything.
Yes.
But just in case.
I mean, we know you like to talk after your races.
I'm actually just gonna
No.
wrap things up on my end. I don't really have that much to say, but thank you so much for the tracking and the commentary, and for SpeedGaming to put this show on. Hopefully, it was fun enough to both commentate and watch.
It's a very exciting race. Yes.
I will watch it back, so it's gonna be fun. But GG's to Tato and Ed. It was a blast. Thanks for this week, and maybe we will see each other in playoffs.
Oh, absolutely, well said. Yeah, I'd like to share the same thoughts there. I'm going to take over Arya and Shinru's job. And I'm very optimistic that Nilsson and Telmaran and Swedish Arctic Fox, Spec Rock Bonkers, have a chance to possibly make playoffs. I know it's kind of out of their hands at this moment. They needed to win this, but I do want to encourage chat to give them, both of them, a follow. I've had the pleasure of knowing them for a while, especially Nilsson, and they're like the entire team are just absolutely fantastic. And if this unfortunately is the last that you see of the league, I really highly encourage anybody in chat that is not following them to give them a follow, because they are really incredible people. I don't want this to be something which is like, oh, we're not going to see them again until, next league season. No, check them out. Awesome individuals, fantastic runners. Like I said, they will make you smile when they stream. So like I said, give them a follow. And then again, to all the volunteers, Ari and Shin for doing the comms, Fishing Boo and Smirk, thank you very much for doing the tracking, and all the volunteers that put this on in the SpeedGaming family networks, the ALTTPR league channels, and everybody that administers the whole league. We put on a show for you guys, and hopefully we did so. And in the meantime, get to laugh and cry and shed some tears and shame AFG whenever you get a chance. And that's basically all I got to say about that.
Yeah, thanks again to all the runners. Put their Twitch channels in the chat, but yeah, thanks to all of you for letting us showcase this race. It was really very tremendous to watch. It's just lots of drama from start to finish. Kind of the ideal kind of run you want from an Randomizer seed from a viewing standpoint. I know, having gone through a sword go mode myself recently, not the funnest thing as a runner, but yeah, thanks again to y'all again, and GG's to everyone. Got Bratwurst buddies already long clinched playoffs, so they will be pretty busy after this week, and we'll see if Spec Rock Bonkers are able to make it in. They've done what they needed to do, so we'll see if the results fall their way or not. I think that's probably gonna wrap it up for us. I don't know if we could fill another however long it takes for Ed's stream to catch up to his Lionel.
Well, no, that's gonna take a while because I did tile room first, so you would be a while. It'd be listen. I'd love to talk and I'd love to be able to fill the dead air with my unbelievably terrible voice, but listen, even I know my limitations.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks again. Yeah, thanks again to Fishing Boo and Smirk for tracking, and Arya for joining me on comms.
Absolutely, this was a ton of fun. Shin, this is easily one of the best races I've ever had the pleasure of calming. So yeah, congrats again to Spec Rock Bonkers, and best of luck in hoping that prospective tiebreaker works out for you. Best of luck to Bratwurst buddies in the playoffs, and just looking ahead a little bit tonight, about a little under 5 hours from now, we got the last two invitational matches on the schedule for the tonight, 10:10 Eastern. For both of them, one here on SpeedGaming, Fluff Around and Find Out against To Infinity and Pagog. SpeedGaming 3 has the Bomb Squad against the Salt Miners, and that's definitely a huge one. I think both of those matches are huge for playoff implications, so it should be a lot of fun.
Yep. So yeah, be sure to stick around if you want more Randomizer action. And thanks for joining us here today. Hope you had a great time watching, and see you all next time.